Hello, hello. My name is Chris, and I'm here on the Create with Chris Facebook page and Create with Chris YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you a card that I made using the Delivering Cheer stamp set. If you ordered my kit this month, follow along. Here are the things you will need. There is Whisper White crinkle seamed ribbon. I always forget what it's called. In your kit, you will have 2 sheets of basic white cardstock for your card base, 2 sheets of rich raspberry for the card front, 2 sheets of basic white to stamp on, and a piece of designer series paper that we'll be making her skirt out of. Okay, you'll also need dimensionals, rich raspberry ink if you have it, and your bone folder, and I guess probably even a blend in the color that you want your ribbon to be. I am using light polished pink because there is not a rich raspberry blend. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is get some workspace here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp. So you're going to need the white and the pattern paper. All right. I'm using her skirt this time. The other 2 cards that we've done this month have been with the jacket. All right. She is not holding anything on this card. She's just peeking off the top of the page. So we're going to need a piece of paper to stamp off onto. So I started by stamping her legs and her skirt using basic black ink. The part that will show on your card are her legs. Okay, so I want this to be right near the top edge of my paper in the upper right hand corner. Get a nice black image there. I did get a little bit of extra there, so I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to be sure to not get that the next time. Where is that on my ink pad? I don't even see that on here. Interesting. It's like a mystery mark. I'm going to go ahead and clean that off just in case. All right, let's try that again. Again, top right corner. There we go. That's nice. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean off that because I need to stamp that skirt again. But the next time I do it, it's going to be using rich raspberry on my designer series paper. So let's bring that in. Now, when I made this original card, I kind of thought that I wanted the plaid on her skirt to not be so straight. I thought I wanted it on an angle, but I don't think that I got enough of an angle. So I'm going to try again to see if I can get a better angle on that skirt. Now, I don't need her legs, so I'm going to go down here in a corner, and I can see through, and it looks like maybe I have a better angle on her skirt. I think I do. Okay, so let's put our ink away. And now we're going to come in with our scissor, and we're going to fussy cut. And I want to cut on the line this time. Usually I'm leaving a little bit of an edge. But I just want this to be all about her skirt. You have some extra paper if you want to make more, or if you mess up and really need to make another one. So I always cut from right to left. I'm right-handed, and I always cut from right to left. I find that if I start cutting from left to right, if it is a paper with a white core, the white shows. If it's a paper that has any sort of a nap to it, it just looks different. So I always cut right to left if I can. Okay, there's her skirt. Oh, shoot. My fingers. I've messed up on that one, and I'm not happy with it. So I am actually going to redo that since I already... Let's see what happens if I use the other side. Yeah, there's that. Okay, I can use this side and make that work. And just hope that I don't get any more... Oh my goodness, I've got a mess going here. Hope that I don't get any more splotches. So I'm going to clean off my fingers. That is the hard part of working with the white background. So learn from my mistakes, ladies and gentlemen, and try to keep your fingers really clean. All right, we're done with that for right now. Let's bring in our other pieces. Okay, oh, before we get too far away, we're going to color that ribbon. So again, I'm taking scrap paper. I'm taking my alcohol blend, and I'm going to color this ribbon very gently. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. You don't want to wreck the tip of your blend, and you'll see how easily the ribbon drinks up the ink. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole thing. I know you probably have some extra ribbon here, but let's just go ahead and do it all. If you decide, I guess right now what you could do is stop and see if this is going to fit around your card and tie. Nope, I'm still short, so I'm going to keep going. But I have damaged the tip of my blend doing this, so be careful. I'm using the brush end, and it does use up ink, obviously. There are other ways to do this, but this, in my opinion, is the easiest. Okay, I'll stop there, and we'll see if that is enough. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to start building the card. So I have enough supplies here to make two. I'm going to get rid of what I don't need. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and fold our card on the score line. Get a nice crisp fold there. The next thing I'm going to do is adhere the Rich Razzleberry cardstock. You could pop up this layer if you want. Okay. Next, I'm going to adhere my skirt. Now the skirt, I'm going to use two things. I'm going to put dimensionals along the base of the skirt so that it pops up off of her legs. And then I'm going to use liquid adhesive at the top. Okay. Now remember, I had this mark here that I wasn't very happy with, where I over stamped. I am going to add a little bit of bling there just to cover that up. So maybe 3 pearls or 2. No, I like 3. What do you think? Does that look okay there? There's always ways to recover a mistake. I don't think anyone's going to care that there's a little bit of pearls on their card. I need to color these, so I'm going to bring in my ivory on her legs. I still am seeing little fingerprints on here from where I got ink on there. And then I'm going to use my light polished pink and give her some pink shoes. She could have black shoes too. She could have black patent shoes with the shimmery effects if you wanted to make them really fancy. Okay, I'm also going to stamp the word thanks on here, and I need to grab that. Ooh, hang on. I'm going to use Thank You from Peaceful Moments. All right. And I'm going to do that also in the Rich Razzleberry. This could say happy birthday, thinking of you, you're invited. There's lots of greetings that would go on this card. So, all right, now I'm going to take my ribbon that I colored and I'm going to tie it around this white layer. I need to have my long part on the right. Let's see if I colored enough. I'm not going to worry too much about the placement because I can fix that when I'm done. I want to tie a bow, so I want enough. You guys, I'm really flubbing up here. I've just smeared the word thank you now. So, I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix that. All right, there's my bow. Now, notice that it kind of looks a little upside down-ish. I want that to be the right way. I want the tails to face down. So I'm gonna slip it off and put it back on there and see what happens. Okay, this is the point where I can also fuss with the placement on the card. So I want it kind of between the thank you and her feet. But I also want her shoes to show. So much fussiness. That's what makes it a labor of love, right? All right, so now I can go ahead and tighten up those loops and trim the ends just a little bit to give them that angle. All right, there's my goof up right there. I smeared the thanks, or the thank. And I have enough ribbon left for the other card. If I decide that I want the other one white, I think there's even enough for that. Okay, this layer is going to get popped up with dimensionals. For sure, one on each corner, and maybe 1 or 2 in the middle, just so that it doesn't sink when you put it in the envelope or in the mail. So again, taking these off using my pick tool. Of course, I find these all over the house. Notice the messy back that nobody will know is there. Make sure your card's the right direction and adhere that right in the center. Okay, play with that bow just a little bit yet. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's my hand. I have ink on my hand. So there must be ink somewhere around me, but there is the foils of making a homemade card. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm gonna ignore it for now and I'll see if I can fix that up. But good luck on your card. And thank you for joining me. Bloopers with Brower on homemade cards today. See you soon.